When I go tramping, what I tend to do is I pack my food into a 24-hour ration, and so what I've got there is all of the food that I'm going to need for 24 hours, and so that's got dinner, breakfast, lunch items, and like other things like salt, pepper, sugar, drink powders. What I'll do is I'll break this down on the bench so you can see what I put into it. And so what I'm doing on this trip is I've got freeze-dried meals, exclusively freeze-dried meals for my various meals, just because I'm trying to use up some freeze-dried meals that are about to go out of date. But sometimes I carry like fresh food, so sometimes I'll have like pasta dishes or you know, occasionally things like steak or something like that. Yeah, but I'll break this down and then I'll let you have a look and see what items are in it, and then I'll give you a bit of an explanation of what all the things are. There's all the items from the bag broken down and on the bench. So on the left hand side I've got two backcountry meals. So the one at the top is a spaghetti bolognese, that's what I'm having for dinner. The one at the bottom is apple pie, and that's actually what I'm having for breakfast tomorrow. And then the centre column, the thing at the top there is a chicken noodle simmer soup. I've got a accessories bag which I'll break down and show you in a minute, and then at the bottom I've got a green stilo for cleaning pots, which, as I was saying before, is actually not the right thing. I need one of those blue ones. And then on the right hand side at the top there we've got my snacks for tomorrow for the trip, and my tea and sweetener. And so what I normally carry is I normally have like a hot main meal at night time, and most mornings I have porridge or something similar, and then I have a soup with my dinner, and I normally take 2 to 3 snacks each day for eating while I'm walking, and then I've got tea there and artificial sweetener that I was showing you before. Yeah, the artificial sweetener is lighter, and you've got like 200 tablets, so that's like the equivalent of 200 cups of tea. So that's the contents of my accessory pack. So what I have on the left hand side there is a packet of Ration. I'll have that with my breakfast tomorrow morning. Salt and pepper sachets. In the centre I've got some sugar sticks, so that's equivalent to 1 teaspoon of sugar each. I don't normally carry that many, I normally only carry 4 per day, but I thought I'd bring some spares with me because this was such a short tramp. There's a cup of soup there, which I'll have with my dinner probably, rather than that simmer soup. And on the left hand side I've got 2 3-in-1 Nescafe coffees, so I'll have one tonight and one tomorrow morning. I've got a spiced apple cider, which I'll probably drink now. I quite like that, it's an American thing. And then at the bottom there I've got 2 plastic bags and some aqua tabs for treating water. So because it could get cold, I didn't bring my water filter with me this time, because if it gets cold it can damage it. So I'm using aqua tabs. This hut's new, so the water tanks are relatively new. I should be fine with the aqua tabs. The wee plastic bags I bring with me because often the benches and tables in these huts are manky, really disgusting and dirty. And so when I'm sitting at a table or like eating my dinner, I use them for putting my cutlery into. And they have other uses as well. You know, you can use them for putting your camera into to keep it dry. Different uses you can use it for. All of those items are packed into a small Ziploc bag. just to keep everything together. I just find that much easier to do than having stuff loose, moving around in the bag. Yeah. Yeah, so that's everything I have in my ration for this trip. The reason why I pack it up like that, it's just easy to keep everything together. It's better for food rationing to make sure that you don't eat all your food, because you know I know I can eat everything in that bag, and I have another bag for the next day and the next day and the next day. And then anything that's left over from here, I tend to stick it into one of the old plastic bags, and then I'll just basically use it as opportune food. So, you know, if I get to the hut early and I've got some snacks left, I'll eat the snacks, like for afternoon tea or morning tea or whatever it might be. Yeah, and I try to eat all of it so that I'm not carrying a whole lot of food home with me. But obviously there's always a few items that don't get used.